He was the eldest son of the king, but he wasn't destined for a throne of gold. He was destined for a path of shadows, magic, and a love that required him to outwit a giant. This is the story of the King of Ireland's son, and the gamble that nearly cost him his life. It began, as many Irish legends do, with a game of cards. The king's son met a stranger, a dark, powerful enchanter. For 2 days the prince won. He won silver, he won gold, he won the world. But on the 3rd day, his luck turned. The enchanter leaned across the table and whispered his price. "You must find my castle within a year and a day, or your head will be mine." The prince set out with nothing but his sword and his wits. He traveled through the loneliness of the world, meeting the eagles of the north and the blind men of the mountains, searching for a place that didn't exist on any map, the land of the giants. He found the castle, but he found something else too. Fidelma, the enchanter's youngest daughter. She was as wise as she was beautiful, and she knew her father's heart was made of stone. To save his life, the king's son had to complete 3 impossible tasks. First, to clean a stable that hadn't been touched in 100 years, where the more he shoveled, the more the filth piled up. Second, to thatch a barn with the feathers of wild birds. And third, to find a ring at the bottom of a lake of fire. Each time, it wasn't the prince's strength that saved him, it was Fidelma's magic. She taught him that sometimes the greatest hero isn't the one who fights the hardest, but the one who listens to the wisdom of those beside him. They fled that dark castle on the back of a magical horse, crossing the sea of shallows and the sea of depths. But the journey home was long, and a single moment of forgetfulness caused the prince to lose his memory of Fidelma entirely. In the old style, we call this the test of the soul. He almost married another, but at the final moment, the sound of a bird's song brought his memory back like a flood. He realized that the woman who stood by him in the dark was the only one meant to stand by him in the light. He returned to Ireland not just as a king's son, but as a man who had conquered his own shadows. The King of Ireland's son shows us that even when we are lost, the right path is usually the one we walk with love. For more epics from the Sean Knows tradition, follow the journey. Follow Oheithira on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.